So Nate, you've worked on the film for 2 months,
Okay.
off and on. What did you like about it?
What did I like about it? Gets me out of the house. No, to be honest with you, I've worked on a number of films, and by far, and I'm not just saying this because it's what you're supposed to say, but by far, this is the most fun I've had doing film. As far as the cast and crew, everybody seems to know when to be professional and when to have fun, and everybody that's in film knows how boring a set can be. Anybody that's done any extra work knows how boring a set can be. So when you have a group that understands that, we make it a lot of fun outside of the normal film. I mean, when it's time to shoot, everything's professional. But other than that, I think DP Glenn said it best today, where he said, "No, you said it best today when you said that a lot of times filming is getting in the way of our drinking." We like to have a good time. That doesn't mean that the set's crazy and everything, but it's nice to know that when you have those boring times, most people doze off, read a book, or fall asleep. Everybody gets along well. So we're talking about each other's families and talking about stuff that you're doing with different projects you might be working on, and whatever else. So I mean, it's nice to know that everyone genuinely likes each other. So
Yeah, you only have 1 more day left to shoot, so then you wrap.
Are you looking forward to shooting your last day?
I am looking forward to shooting my last. I finally get, I know that they publicized the famous love scene with Edie and somebody else in the film, but I actually get to share a passionate kiss with her. So
You had some pretty nice moments with Robert.
I did. Well, he's quite a catch. Nothing I could say about him.
How did you like working with Robert?
Robert was unbelievable. I mean, for somebody to come in last minute, that Robert came in. I don't know how many people know this, but we were supposed to be filming on a Sunday, and Saturday night we get an email saying that the person that was cast to play one of the main characters of Jimmy was no longer available. At that point, I'm sure cast, crew, and everybody else is sitting there going, "Oh, what the heck are we going to do? We're filming tomorrow. What's going to happen?" And so for everybody showing up and being real nervous about what kind of person, actor-wise, would just jump in last minute, and they're not going to know their lines. They're not going to, it's just, It sounds like a debacle from the beginning. And to show up and not only be pleasantly surprised, but overwhelmingly impressed, and just go, wow! It was a diamond in the rough, and he did a phenomenal job. He's unbelievable.
How do you like working with Edie?
Yeah.
Edie's fun. I like working with Edie. No, you know what? Edie's breathtaking. Phil, the camera loves Edie, and the only thing I don't like about Edie is the fact that every time we do a shot, they always tell me to move further away from the shot. So it's like even though it's supposed to be a wide shot with the both of us, it's like, Nate, move. Next thing you know, Edie's centered, and I'm like a purse. The strip club was very professional shoot. I'll say this. The worst thing about the strip club was the fact that I had to film a lot that day. Okay, so no, hear me out. I had to film a lot that day. So I wasn't eating because every time that I was hungry, Nate, go over here. So I didn't get to eat all day. So I never had pastrami in my life, which has nothing to do with the story. So I don't know what I'm telling you about pastrami, but so anyways, I get this sandwich and I make a pastrami sandwich. This is later in the day. It's like 4 or 5 o'clock in the day, and all of a sudden I take my first bite. Nate, we need you over here, right? So I'm sitting there, and I didn't even think twice. And I put my sandwich down on a chair.
Oh.
And I'm just sitting there, and as soon as I put it down on that chair, I go, Nate, you just put your sandwich down on a strip club chair.
Yeah.
Do you realize how nasty that is? So I might never have pastrami again.
But I have to say it was a damn fine sandwich.
It was good. No, but working on this, it's I know I can joke around a lot because I love to mess around, but honestly, I mean, Ross, you put together one hell of a team. I don't know how they did, because when we first met, it was at the early stages, and I didn't know you when you called and come in and talk to you, and you got this list of cast members and this, that, and the other. And the impression in the beginning was just like, okay, what are we going to assemble here? It's going to kind of, all right, whatever we can pull and whatever else. And to show up and actually get to have the privilege of working with these people, I don't know how the hell you put it together. I mean, other than the boatload of cash that you're paying all of us. But to honestly, to see the team you put together when I've worked on independent films and how hard it is to get even, below average people to work for next to, well, nothing. But even to get below average people to do that, it's hard. And to assemble an actual team that looks forward to coming to work every day is phenomenal. I mean, it's a testament to you on what you're doing. And to be able to see footage, and some of you guys don't know this, but I've never seen it where you can film a scene on a Sunday and by Monday you're already seeing footage of that scene on the internet or on the blog or whatnot. And that's stuff you normally, I mean, there are a lot of people that don't ever get to see that. So to be able to see that in 4 months is a plus, but to be able to see that next day is unreal. And that just, it shows everybody that you're working with and everybody that's working for you what this means to you. So that nobody, I mean, that's something you can't put into words as far as how much respect everybody's got for you, because they see what you're doing. It's like you're not just filming something and saying, yeah, we'll get to it, No, next day we're seeing results of you getting home at midnight and editing till 4 o'clock in the morning just so that you can show everybody that put that time in yesterday how it looked, and that's impressive. I mean,